So today, let's clear most of your doubts from someone who is a specialist and a Canadian citizen, my client and a very good friend, Mr. Kaiwan Irani. So, Kaiwan, what are the genuine programs in Canada for Canada immigration?
Fantastic question. So we have a couple of options here. One is the startup visa. One's the express entry. The other one is the investment program, the C11, starting of course from $250,000 Canadian dollars. Then we have the LMIA work permit. And of course, then we have the provincial nomination programs.
Okay. So what is your view on the express entry?
Okay, see, the reality is currently the express entry draws are up to 520 plus. And thus, only those who actually are within on Canadian soil right now can actually even apply and make it.
Okay, perfect. And what is your experience on the C11 investment program?
Well, the C11 is an investment visa, right? Whereby you are going to get your work permit only. But there are no points and for the C11 program, and thus it's devoid of the PR guarantee. So basically might as well call it futile.
Yeah, so what you rightly said, so basically C11 is a program which is an investment category where you invest $500,000 or $1 million. But yes, as you rightly said, there are no points under the express entry because it goes under the express entry stream.
Correct.
And that is why you can get a work permit maybe of 2 years, but you have to land back in your home country.
Correct.
So my next question to you is, what is your viewpoint on the provincial nomination programs?
Okay, so now currently as we are communicating right now, currently the provincial nomination programs are very few and actually virtually non-existent, and only specifically for three professions, which is one is the medical profession, the other is the teaching profession, and of course the third one is the skilled professionals.
Okay, can you please put some insight or light on the LMI work permit?
Fantastic. So the LMIA or the work permit is just a work permit only. It's devoid of any PR, meaning there's devoid of any route to your permanent residency and your citizenship. So it's just devoid of it, and there are no points. So under the LMIA work permit. So basically, again, you can choose to call it whatever you call it. So.
Okay, so what you rightly said, yes, LMI work permit was been exploited since ages by most of the immigration consultant, and that is why the Canadian government has been very strict on this program, and effective this year, January, the LMI points have become 0, which means even if you get your work permit, you land in Canada in any province, you work for 1 or 2 years, you might get it renewed from the employer, but you will never get a permanent residency. So my next question is, so then what are the options? Are there like no options for people to migrate to Canada?
Fantastic. There is only currently the most viable option right now, which is the Canadian Startup Visa Program, which ensures that when you apply for it and once you qualify, then you get your work permit, you get your PR, and then eventually, over a period of time, if you want your citizenship, yes, you can definitely get your citizenship in long-term Canadian citizenship. And by the way, the Canadian citizenship is actually a real privilege to have in your life, because remember, you always deserve the best.
Absolutely. So yes, what you rightly said, even I prescribe Canada Startup Visa as one of the program, because this is the only program which is a federal program and not an express entry program, which means you can live in any province other than Quebec and do your business, enjoy a work permit, because you get a work permit under this, which is an open work permit. You get a guaranteed route towards a permanent residency, and also, rightly you said, citizenship. And last but not the least, there are a lot of videos, ads which I see from a lot of consultants. Buy a property in British Columbia, buy a property in Alberta, and you get a PR or a passport. Is it really true?
So the most important thing is there's two things: authenticity and genuineness. So yes, you might get ownership to a property, and that's it. It concludes there. It's devoid of any PR or any other route to get to your permanent residency and your citizenship. So only thing is you become an investor there, and pretty much that's it, and it concludes there.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Mr. Kaiwan, for this insights and your time for sharing with all the viewers. And if you have any questions on any of these programs or Canada Startup Visa program, please comment in this section box with Canada Startup Visa or any other visa which you're looking out for, like LMI or like PNP, and we will clarify all your doubts. Thank you.
Fantastic. Remember right now, because you remember, you deserve the best.